Also, in less than an hour, 2 Boeing whistleblowers will testify before a Senate committee about allegations of production flaws at Boeing.
But right now, a different Senate committee is hearing testimony from a panel of experts who examined Boeing's safety practices earlier this year. The hearings come after recent incidents involving Boeing planes, including this terrifying scene aboard a Boeing 737 MAX 9 plane back in January when a door panel blew off mid-flight.
Yeah, one of the Boeing engineers set to testify this morning on Tuesday told NBC News he believes all Boeing 787 jets should be grounded because of safety concerns.
Should Boeing ground the 787 right now to check the gap sizes?
I would say they need to.
The entire fleet worldwide?
The entire fleet worldwide, as far as I'm concerned right now, needs an attention. And the attention is you need to check your gaps, make sure that you don't have potential for premature failure.
In a statement, Boeing defended itself against the whistleblowers' claims, saying in part, quote, "We are fully confident in the 787 Dreamliner. These claims about the structural integrity of the 787 are inaccurate and do not represent the comprehensive work Boeing has done to ensure the quality and long-term safety of the aircraft. The issues raised have been subject to rigorous engineering examination under FAA oversight."
And joining us now is Timothy Loringer, attorney and senior partner of Weisner-Baum Law Firm, who is also representing 7 passengers from that Alaska airline flight. Thanks so much for joining us. You know, one of your clients says he lost his shoes and socks from the force of the air suction of the door blowing out. How have they really described that day to you, though?
They have described that moment when the door blew off the aircraft as being terrifying. They thought, and they've expressed this before, that they were going to die. Unfortunately, they thought the aircraft was going to come apart. It was terrifying for them.
I remember hearing this and instantly thinking we were about to book a flight on a trip, and I have a son, and he would have been an infant in lap, you know, technically, and just thinking about if that had happened and I was on the plane and I was not restrained, buckled in, my son would have just been sitting on my lap. Who knows what would have happened?
So scary.
And just how terrifying that probably was. And we've all seen the video by now, and it just makes your heart drop. So what impact does that have, the video aspect of this, on Boeing to address potential safety issues?
Well, certainly when everyone sees the video of what happened on the Alaska flight, everyone is wondering whether or not aircraft are safe. So Boeing is very much under scrutiny right now. As you just reported, 2 Senate committees are questioning, asking questions of Mr. Salehi, who is the quality assurance engineer whistleblower, who is saying that the quality assurance process at Boeing is flawed and work needs to be done to make sure that the aircraft are safe. And I think that these hearings are going to bring out some very interesting information. Hopefully that will result in safer aircraft being manufactured.
And Tim, even before that incident involving your clients, Boeing had been under some scrutiny for safety concerns of those 737 MAX planes. So what more have you learned about their safety record since you took over this case?
We're very early in our process in this particular litigation, but certainly since 2018 and 2019, when the MAX 8 aircraft crashed, killing hundreds of people, Boeing has been under scrutiny, and investigations have been ongoing. However, it appears that there are still very serious issues related to the manufacturing process that need to be examined and changed to ensure that things like this door plug that was installed incorrectly, that doesn't happen again. There are quality assurance checks and processes that should be in place that have apparently been compromised, and more needs to be done to make sure the aircraft are manufactured properly.
So there was a report in February by aviation experts outlining 50 recommendations for the airline, and now a whistleblower will be testifying that Boeing dismissed his safety concerns with its 777 and 787 aircraft. So I know there's stats out there that say, hey, flying is still safer than driving a car here on ground, right? But how concerned should the flying public be when boarding a Boeing plane? I mean, it's really hard not to be concerned when you see all of these headlines and how traumatic something like this could be.
Historically, commercial aviation, especially in the last 20 years, has been very safe.
Right.
And as someone who's very involved in aviation, I generally feel safe. Unfortunately, what we're learning is that there are problems out there that that could make themselves known. That there have been a breakdown in the manufacturing and the quality assurance of those aircraft. I think generally people should feel safe. But we need to put some pressure on Boeing to make sure that they're doing the right thing.
All right, Timothy Loringer, attorney and senior partner at Weisner Baum Law Firm. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.